Baja 30.
Buena suerte, touch him.
Hand wrapping exercise ever, and before taking an ephedra-based substance, the Athletic Commission drug test after the picture of whether Margarito has taken a banned substance ever considered not
Jab.
hot to the body, and Emmanuel Stewart punches over and brings himself down to him a little bit.
His left jab.
And the last thing people expected to see was Antonio Margarito standing in the middle of the ring and boxing with Manny Pacquiao.
Manny needs to try to catch Margarito when he's jabbing with a little
arms and head down.
Fighter.
Margarito has thrown almost exclusively jabs in the Pacquiao on Margarito's face.
Margarito has shown a good jab, especially early in the round, but Pacquiao's dominated this round with the right hook.
Of Margarito's swing. And some critics seem to be becoming more of a factor as the fight goes on. From
round one. But he has had trouble getting rolling in the early parts of some of his fights, notably the Paul Williams fight. Margarito still content to stand in the middle of the ring and box with Manny Pacquiao. As told,
he's early in the clot he's hit in recent fights. Here Margarito has landed not only some shots, he landed a headbutt followed by a right hand. These are hard shots from a big man.
As I see right here.
Still, the loss of power from punching up could be a factor in the fight. The body, I think.
I still see the same facial expression that Margarito had when he fought Cotto.
I mean, you're not supposed to be on the ropes against Margarito, and there he is on the ropes in that.
Seeing size, but
that was the first time that Pacquiao found his body against the ropes. And if there was one thing Freddie Roach harped on, never.
Going some defense and a little bit more in the mode that we saw him as a lighter fighter when he would go toe-to-toe more with some of the great Mexican fighters that he beat south of lightweight.
Good left hook inside by, or left cross and right hook too, as Margarito steps in. He gets close. And uppercut there.
This is why when you ask me, and in the fight.
Brandon's big, delectable experience perhaps.
When I was giving you the keys to victory earlier, I said Margarito didn't work left uppercuts or right uppercuts through the middle because in the past
to bang this guy around.
Pacquiao looked vulnerable.
For him, an unfamiliar boxing with his hands up to have the kind of jab that would bounce. Margarito's jab was bothering Pacquiao. Another one. Yeah. Despite the vaunted Pacquiao power, none of these Margarito, they're just landing. Good right hook inside by Pacquiao, landed on the chin. Flirts with the corner there, then moves away. Now his back is against the ropes. Margarito tries to press the action. Pacquiao hits him flush with a big left. Using the hand speed advantage to get Margarito
a clean shot. But in the meantime, I still see that the way the back
is that Margarito's gloves.
Pacquiao land beautiful punches, even with his defense up. Margarito still was getting good punches because of the accurate pinpoint punching power. Pacquiao.
Jim, he steps to the side. Guy ain't there. You know, that's good ring generalship. Pacquiao does it all the time. 3-0 Pacquiao.
I'd fight for Pacquiao. I think Margarito's doing well in spots and rounds, but I haven't seen a round I thought, oh, maybe Margarito won.
No, I give all 3 rounds to Pacquiao to distance. In case he gets a knockout, fine. But even though he's landing and winning the fight, he's got to be. But I hope he's in great shape.
I think you're looking.
What we see
on the other hand, Margarito, interpreter Jerry Olaya, he has no power. He has a big red welt under his right eye. So Pacquiao can do that.
Yeah, Margarito's saying that Pacquiao's not hurting him, but his face is telling a different story.
Indeed. And Pacquiao's beginning to land with almost every punch.
Pacquiao and Mosley, who manhandled Margarito. Is Pacquiao maybe younger and better and faster than Mosley, but he's not as physically strong and has to do this rather than just bully Margarito around the ring.
He's beating Margarito up in this round. There's a huge welt under Margarito's right eye. He's backing Margarito up, and he's hurting him. And Margarito can...
I think, and they took all of the starch out of him.
Pacquiao is full hand speed,
And Pacquiao has never stopped punching like he needs.
What makes him different from a lot of today's fighters? He punches through his opponents. Most of the fighters today, they punch at the target. Very seldom do they penetrate. Like that one body. You see the left hand shot to the body, which I think started all of the serious problems for Margarito. Even though he was being outpointed, seemingly with that shot, he never has recuperated. And if you notice, his body form is bending over as if he's still hurt from the body punch.
That Margarito is a big Compia boxer, represents the largest number of Margarito in a single round.
And you know, Pacquiao,
I think he's the most accurate puncher in boxing, Emmanuel. He even has the ability to adjust the punch in mid-arc.
yeah.
Margarito going to the body against the rope. That Margarito actually made it look for a moment like his fight against Cotto. And here comes Pacquiao.
As always.
Incidentally, guys, I mentioned CompuBox saying a great fight against him. Absolutely, he jolted Margarito with the left hand there.
Spirit is something to behold.
And you know, he always wants to get the better of an exchange. That's why it's hard to win rounds against him, because if you get him with a punch, he's going to get you back before the bell rings.
When Pacquiao's trainer Freddie Roach was asked about the huge weight advantage that was likely here for Margarito, he said, look, I hope he goes up to 180. Every
takes advantage.
Did he?
That's right. Not all at this stage.
He has had
Changed in the fight. At least he was fighting with better spirit.
southpaw. It wasn't a left hook to the body, it's a left cross, but the bottom line
Margarito staggered.
lands in the same place. Staggering Margarito moment. Great shot. Or Pacquiao's career a few years ago, when you style as he's doing, when you start to get hit hard by somebody like Manny Pacquiao. From side to side.
This is what I said he should do continually.
Creating angles.
Create angles, yeah, because
Margarito finds him when he does that. Just too much side to side.
Into Margarito's eye where Margarito couldn't see him. That didn't work, so he started moving right and beat him up that way.
Pilgrimage to Las Vegas to watch Manny Pacquiao. Afterward, I asked him what was most impressive. He said, easy, the footwork. I've never seen any
people realize that his footwork is phenomenal.
sport who can get to so many places so fast.
Positions that he's in.
Still losing by a wide margin, obviously.
Making something of a breather this round, it appears to me.
But some bigger than others, but he's winning all of them.
Now Margarito catches Pacquiao twice against the ropes, and Manny finally is able to dodge away. But this gives Margarito energy back in the fight as he's tasted for a moment the advantage of having Pacquiao against the ropes. This is Pacquiao's nightmare. Fights his way out of it.
It's the best exchange of the night that favored Margarito right here when he was landing a lot of blows and Manny was trying to get away from him, but he was landing shots body and head. But at the end of the round still,
Harold Manny Pacquiao back and forth. And Jim, the one thing we can't miss on that swollen eye.
it's called comparative rounds. I thought Manny won it, but I think that on the scorecard, Margarito may get it because it compared.
Jim, you mentioned, loves a good scrap.
Might be Bob Arum's nightmare. But the bottom line is, you're right. Manny loves to fight.
Loves punch.
This is a battle, power, everything. Ring generalship here. Unbelievable. What we call a natural. Been getting with a good trainer that really improved him like Freddie did and brought the best out of him, but he is a natural fighter.
Well, I'll say this. I've covered boxing for 24 years, and I covered Ray Leonard from ringside, and this is the best offensive fighter I've ever seen.
He does it all and fights everybody. That's what I like about him. He's really enjoying himself here. Shuffle a few seconds ago.
See what's kept Margarito up in this fight is his enormous size.
This possibly going to 12-round decision only because of Margarito. That's the only factor, but it's strictly a Pacquiao show.
No, if I had a prediction, it was going to be that Pacquiao would win all 12 rounds, win a unanimous decision, and there'd be a lot of nervous moments in it.
Yes.
I thought Pacquiao would stop Margarito right around the 6th or 7th.
You may be on target.
Seems to be weathering these storms pretty well in spite of the way his face looks.
Margarito's hanging in, and he's having more flurries as the fight continues, but Pacquiao just stunned him with a right hook and backed him off again.
No se olvide, pinche llave.
Here you see Manny Pacquiao landing all of these precise punches. Even with a guards up high defense, he still pinpoints areas where he can get through and penetrate. But to me, the perfect fight is the way he fought the last round. Punching, moving, in and out, taking a
Dramatic uppercut from two.
the fact that Margarito, all that.
Terrific, world-class, one-handed fighter. Margarito banging him against the ropes here, trying to get to Pacquiao's body. That could change the fight. Pacquiao fighting back with his back on the ropes.
And here comes
And he
Manny.
turns it around and bangs Margarito straight on the bad eye. That badly hits him again with the left. Margarito nods at him. Pacquiao hits him at will. Bang!
No, Margarito.
Absolutely.
You know, I've trained in the gym with Margarito, and what he trains because he wins his fights on stamina. So even though he's tired and being beat up pretty much, he trains himself to fight this way. So he's still going to be fighting very strong. Because that's his biggest factor, is fighting while he's tired.
And he's blocking some of the punches, taking some. He took a... Pacquiao is taking a man who out 17 pounds in the ring tonight.
And speaking of redemption for Margarito, so far this has been a measure of redemption because he's never stopped fighting his fight in spite of a success. Fighting in spots the way we used to see him not.
Miguel Cotto. Draw your own conclusions.
I talked to Miguel earlier today. Miguel said this was going to be a very tough fight. As I was telling him, I thought that Pacquiao had the edge. He said, man, he may have the edge, but it's going to be a hard fight.
What an exchange.
What a fight.
Here you see Pacquiao in the ropes again, which is where every time that Margarito has a good rally, or so to say, it's always when he's got him pinned in the ropes. But usually right after that, always, Manny comes right back with a flurry of punches. But Margarito's best success has been when he's had him in the ropes. And here this left uppercut, which is his weakness, right up through the center.
She's Margarito, it seems to me.
Are the most anybody's ever landed a year. He took the most punches he's ever taken in one round from a guy who outweighs tired.
It's a size factor. If it wasn't the five sooner. Weight advantage was too much, and it wore Robinson down.
After having won the featherweight, he ran out of gas against a bigger man.
Seferino Garcia, and that wasn't once a case again. It was just too much weight difference.
Well, he got a draw.
Yeah, but it's just a bigger man can absorb the punches a little better than a smaller guy. But a regular 140-pounder, I think Manny would have knocked him.
But showing intelligence and perhaps some fatigue, Pacquiao
and smart strategy. He can pretty much do what he wants from long range, even though.
If he's in good shape and he can continue to do this, he'll win the fight fairly easy. But, you know, once he gets to the strength of roughing.
Yeah, it was maybe just Margarito out at this point.
Unless somebody wants to stop the fight because of that right eye, which is...
As I said, that Pacquiao landed some great hooks. Knockout-style hooks.
You gotta get in close. Get in close.
Manny Pacquiao do what he does better than any boxer in the game. Let a guy miss, catch him with a punch, let him miss, hit him with a punch again. A lot of guys will let guys miss punches, but they don't take advantage of it the way that he does.
Manuel's been saying, really aggressive, just fighting the perfect fight.
Fun arguing with each other about what was Manny Pacquiao's greatest performance, what was his most impressive feat, bigger than himself, touching him up, beating him up, ruining his face the way he is. This will be in the discussion.
Well, Margarito's 17 pounds. Pacquiao's moved up 17 pounds.
Right. One of the biggest welterweights commissioned to make Margarito shave off the beard, which probably they would have done. Pacquiao said, leave it there. I want to use it as a target. That's a fighter.
Unbelievable machine.
He's putting it on Margarito right now.
Manny. Boom. perfect right hook. What a show performance. Greatest era. Tattooing Margarito.
Well, physically fatigued, both.
He's ready to go. That was a right hook from Pacquiao.
Yeah, Pacquiao
Stop Margarito. He had another 30 seconds.
He may get out of this round, but I think it's a good chance.
Fingers. One. Come on, Tony. Didn't throw, Tony.
Here you see this counter right hook, which is, as I said earlier, one of the best.
Left cross. That's in offensive fighting.
Another measure of redemption for Margarito. He has a ton of heart. He could have gotten out of this fight a million fighting. The show for rather, look at me, I'm tough. He really wants to win hopelessly behind and getting
no hit movement at all. The referee, there's no hit movement.
Pacquiao looking towards the ref, asking him to stop the fight at this point, it looks to me. Landed his Cole.
I think
how much punishment do you want him to take? That's what he's saying to Cole.
But the referee's doing a good job, I think. It's right that you can't stop it yet. Because as long as the guy's punching back. If he was back, he's being out-punched, but the referee has to have a few more seconds before the stop.
Manuel, he's rearranging Margarito's face, and it may never look the same again.
I don't know, but it's
Margarito's eye at this moment, it's his brain. How many clean headshots
can one man take?
I mean,
zero snap. He is.
If the referee stopped, there wouldn't be any complaint. But it's really like
looks at Lawrence Cole.
It's a
Roy Jones against Bryant Brannon. Jones actually asked the referee, when in the heck are you going to stop?
not just completed, just he's getting
to this. Corner asked if they wanted the fight, or if he wanted the fight stopped. He said no. Wanted the fight to the finish. Same thing here, obviously. But it's not doing Margarito any good to take the number of shots he's taking now. Flush on an already.
It's the last round.
Will. One more. Max, I honestly wonder whether Pacquiao has done this.
Joe seemingly was doing that with Roy Jones in the later round.
Pacquiao's pulling his punches now. Following through and committing the way from Pacquiao that a knockout isn't necessary. Agree, it's a nod to Margarito.
Watching this thinking, maybe the time is right to fight this guy. For years, Sugar Ray Leonard wouldn't fight Marvin until he felt the time was right. He noticed Hagler took the fight. Guys,
because he's fighting such different guys every time out, and they're all so big. There's some Manny energy. The round, make clear who's still the fighter. This is Manny Pacquiao, the citizen of the world. That's the man who's letting Margarito finish. And we're done.
Jim, your prediction was
now winner of his 8th World Championship, Manny.
Connect rate.